What is up, honeys? It is KBC, and you are on my Mocha Modesty channel, okay? So, y'all know, like, I gave y'all an overview on my channel. Y'all know I talk about modesty, lifestyle, and much more on this channel. So, in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to be strong or stay strong in your modesty walk and your modest journey, okay? It's not easy, okay? I'm here as your big sis to tell you it ain't easy. Okay, so if you like these sort of videos, definitely thumbs up the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, and let's get started. All right, honey, let me tell y'all. This is a part of the modesty journey kind of series, because this is just me being like totally transparent with y'all about my modesty journey and my walk, okay? It's hard to stay strong on this journey. Like, you got to be resilient and you got to be strong. Like, a lot of people, when they think about modesty, they talk about the aspects of femininity, and they kind of put femininity in this box, okay? And you know, me being Israelite, I know this to be true because, you know, people have this generic, oh, you know, women are supposed to be this, and this, okay? But the beautiful part about it is the Most High Yah does want you to be excellent at your, you know, being a wife, being domesticated. He does want you to be excellent at those things, right? But there's other requirements on that list as well. So I'm going to be talking about how to be strong in your walk. And when I say strong, I'm not talking about being masculine. I'm talking about it's the world is not pushing modesty, okay? They're not. It's all about every day we lit. If you're not lit as far as like living in Torah, okay, or you know what you do in your own life, okay? Because everybody that watch me is not necessarily you know, Israelite. And when I say Israelite, I'm not religious. I'm talking about my ethnicity, culture, and all of that stuff. So I'm talking about my walk as far as my culture. But there are some lovely people that are subscribed to me, and they are in different faiths and walks. So you guys may experience some of the same things that I experience as well. So I'm specifying this to y'all because I'm telling y'all about the transparency and the things that I'm going into my modest journey, okay? I totally gave up, you know, the vanity lifestyle, and that is pushed by society. It is pushed. And so when you choose to not engage in that, because like I said, this is why I'm making these videos. I'm making these videos so that if you are a young lady who Yah is pulling on you, the Most High is pulling on you to shed these things so that you can become a better woman, then these videos are for you, okay? So like I said, the world do not push modesty at all, okay? They push femininity as liberation through you being highly sensual, highly driven in that area, loosely dating, all of that stuff that I feel like leads to destruction of women, okay? And modesty helps to save the woman from basically, I feel like, herself, because it's honestly like a trick. It's like, okay, you do all of this stuff and then you see the results of all of that stuff, like I told you in past videos. It's women that do all of that stuff. They do excessive makeup, they do the hair extensions. I mentioned you know, what comes from all of that stuff. And like I said, it's not to bash the sisters if that's where they're at, but that stuff, where it comes from, the negative place in which it comes from, what that was designed to do. So like I said, when you choose to go against the grain, you whip that bad boy in reverse, then you have to be strong to do that, because you are going to have people looking at you to the side, okay? They looking at you like, what's wrong with you? Why are you not doing this? Or you put on a little concealer. Like, oh girl, why you don't have the latest wig on? You need to get your lace right, girl. Get your life, get your lane. What are you doing, girl? All of that stuff, okay? That they say makes you feminine if you participate in it. But I feel like it actually has a masculine effect. But that'll be in a totally different video, okay? And like I said, this is just me being transparent. I told y'all what the journey was in the other prior videos and what that got me from participating in that, okay? But you have to be strong. I mean, I've literally been made fun of. Like, people make fun of me, like, for wanting to cover up, okay? I know that sounds crazy, but, people, when you live in a Western world, everything is about hot girl summer. Hot girl summer, okay? Everything just out, okay? It's everything out. Leave nothing to the imagination. Like, okay, prime example, okay? Like I told you guys, I'm an Israelite, so my dress code may be different from somebody else's dress code, right? But I'm definitely like some days, like I told you, like I'll wear, my head covering where it'll be draped if I feel like the plunge line is way too low and I feel like it's just inappropriate. So I'll put the covering up over that. Or I feel like if I have on a certain type of tunic top, that's a long drapey top, if I wear, certain things like, I feel like you should just wear like proper undergarments with certain dresses. You feel what I'm saying? Like women, they'll wear leggings as pants. I'm just not for that type of time. I feel like leggings are just something that is supposed to go under dresses, or, things like you may have on a short set or something like that you may need that for. And that's just me personally. Even like sometimes when I do wear my longer dresses, I feel like, and the material may be a little sheer, I have to have those on. But it's crazy because I will have women judge me for choosing that, making jokes like, oh, you a grandma, oh, this, just all kind of crazy stuff. So you have to be strong. And it's like, do I want acceptance from the world, or do I want acceptance from the Most High Yah? Like, that's all I care about, okay? I want my name in that book of life, okay? So I'm gonna have to do what I have to do to get there. I'm not gonna be playing games with these people who don't have, a Sheol or Shamayim to put me in. I'm just not doing that, okay? Like, and if y'all don't know heaven or hell, I'm not doing that, okay? I fear the person that makes it happen, okay? Which is Ahaya, okay? And I serve our King, yes, Haya, okay? That y'all put here, he sent our King. Y'all may know him as Jesus, but that's where I'm at with it, okay? Like, we are in times that may seem uncertain to the rest of the world, but they're certain if you are a child of the Most High Yah, okay? Like, we clearly know how the story is going to end. We know what's going to happen, but it's scary for people who are not living the way they should be living. So that's what I think about in my mind, like on my modesty journey. It's like, it's not worth me gaining the world. Like, okay, when I say gaining the world, a lot of these women that you look at, that they participate in the things that I've mentioned, where I call it the, because it talks about in the scriptures also, the daughters of Zion. Some of them was going to be, participating in singing, kind of like the tree, okay? So if you look at it, that's the look that's promoted, like the lace front, the short shorts, looking like you Little Kim from the 90s, the color wigs, the all kind of stuff. And like I said, I'm not knocking sisters that are doing that, because a lot of them, they don't know where that stuff come from. They don't know the origins and stuff behind that stuff. And you are where you're at. Like, the Most High got to minister to you wherever you're at, okay? Like, just the same way he came and got me, he'll come and get his daughters, and he waking people up bit by bit. He waking people up. Like, one man plant a seed, the other man water. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I had to be a strong individual because people like, why you got that long jacket on? Mind you, I'm trying to you don't have to be ashamed if you like are a curvaceous woman, because that's another thing. You got to be strong even on the modest side, because you will have sisters that got their grandmother's drapes on somewhere harshly critiquing you. And it's just like, it's not a one size fits all, sister. If you want to wear your grandmother's drapes, that's perfectly fine, sis. But if I want to wear my sweater dress that is tailored to me, and I got a long sweater on over it, you don't have no problem with me. Like, modesty is an inward thing first. You got to heart check yourself first. That's why it always say, in your heart, what you feel. In your heart, okay? Because this is where you actually thinking at, right? This is where you actually think. That's why it say, like, what comes out of your mouth is in your heart. Like, that's how you really feel. You saying how you really feel, okay? So a lot of these people, they coming off legalistic and extra judgmental of other people, but they in their heart ain't right. So it's like, modesty is a mindset. And you don't have to allow anybody, like, on the worldly side for them to shame you and to you wanting to cover up. Like, I went through a whole phase, y'all. I don't know what was going on. I wanted to just wear a bunch of white for a phase. Then I went through a phase of like, okay, so first, like I told y'all, he took the makeup from me first, then the hair extensions. Then I wanted to go through a whole phase of like wearing white. Then it was like I had went natural. Okay, so I went natural first, but I still was dabbling in the wigs. And then he took the makeup like kind of like officially first. And then that's when the wigs and everything else, I shed that. But I mean, you would not believe the judgment I got, y'all, from literally, like, I wear my head coverings every single day. Judgment for that. People in the corner. Is she this? Is she that? I mean, all kind of stuff. Like, just all kind of like, I would say prejudicial statements, preconceived notions just from you head covering. It's bananas. Just, covering up your head, which I feel like covering up my head, I do that for spiritual purposes, because your hair obviously is an antenna. I'm not trying to pick up negative activity, if you feel me, but also to show, submission to the Most High Yah, like the hierarchy, okay, is Yah, Yehoshua HaMashiach, your husband, the wife, the children. That part, though, okay, that part. But like I said, on the modest side, you'll have women who feel like because they outwardly express a fake form of modesty, because that's what I feel like some of them do. Not all of them, but it's some of them that do participate in that. Like, if I wear my robe all the way to the ground, honey, I am on the way to the kingdom. And it's just like, miss, you didn't even leave the queendom. You didn't even leave the bum queendom. And I have videos that talk about why I don't get into queening and I'm a queen and all that stuff. I don't get into that, honey. I come from a kingdom. Yah is the father. So that means that you are in a kingdom that's ran by the Father, okay? Which respect need to be put on his name, period. Like, all that getting into the queendom and stuff like that, them is women that's trying to lead you away from the natural order. And that's submitting to, number one, you and your husband, Yehoshua HaMashiach, which is the king and the son of Yah, and then you submitting to your husband and the authority that was given to him to lead you and guide you and all of that other good stuff. So the society, like I said, that pushed all of that stuff. They pushed that siren-esque type of activity, the liberation of the woman, feminist movement. And they present that as true femininity, right? So when you go modest and you go against the grain, they're going to come for you. This is why you got to know, like, when you make decisions, you got to make decisions at the end of the day. You can't love your mom, your dad, your whoever more than you love the Most High. You got to put that in mind. Like, okay, is what I'm doing pleasing to the Most High? But then you also can't look pharisaical and be extra legalistic, like, oh, because my dress is all the way to the ground, darling, this is putting me here. Because you could do all of that stuff. You could wear the long dresses. You could wear your hijab. You could wear all of that. And you be so far from the Most High. Because your heart is not right. Okay? So, a lot of those women, like I said, they'll come for other types of women. And those other types of women, and they thinking in their mind, they have arrived because they read 500 scriptures a day. They do all of the religious and legalistic stuff they need to do, but they don't have a true relationship with the Most High. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people, they fool themselves into believing if they do all of the religious, legalistic type of things, that's going to get them into the kingdom. And it's work to get there. You got to work on yourself daily, okay? That's why I don't get up here trying to tell people how to do their modest journey, because it's a hard walk, okay? It don't say that you're not going to go through persecution. Like, honey, I done been there, okay? The weird looks. Like, it was a man that made a comment, y'all. Like, I was working and this man just made like a weird comment about me always being covered up. It was just so bizarre. And I'm like, sir, something is off with you anyway. But that's a part of being set apart. Holy means being set apart. So people should look at you in a peculiar fashion, because we are a peculiar people from a royal priesthood, from a chosen generation. Okay, you are from a kingdom, meaning like if you're from the kingdom, then you obviously, Abba Yah is the King of Kings. He's the Most High Yah, Haya Shahaya, okay? He is it. So you are a daughter of that. You got to govern yourself accordingly. As a princess, you have to govern yourself accordingly. And I explained this, like when I say King Brittany Chanel, I'm meaning the king is before me. I am acknowledging that my father has a kingdom. He comes before me, meaning that before me, before myself, I'm going to introduce him every single time. But a lot of people, they're so carnal, they don't understand the spiritual things that a lot of us talk about that are in truth. But that's something also that you have to deal with on your modesty journey. You're reworking your thought process, and you're learning that my inside is going to shine, and this is what is going to make me attractive to my husband. And a good wife, a good woman, a good, like a virtuous person, right? This is what is going to shine and attract. Because honestly, when you're on that other side, like I said, where you're holding on to the facade, the wigs, the makeup, all of this is a facade, because it's really not you. So you're attracting somebody off the false premises that is you. Because if it was you, in fact, when you took all of that off, you wouldn't feel like an insecurity. Like, I'm telling you, I've been there, sis. I've been there, like, oh God, I can't go to the store without my wig on. Oh God, like I can't go to the grocery store without makeup on. I've been there. So I know what that is to feel like that. When you get deliverance and you free yourself from that bondage, that's where the strength comes in your modesty journey, in your walk with the Most High Yah. I'm telling y'all, I done been through all kind of like persecution, y'all. It's real. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all this real fact before I close this video out. You know, them ones that's reading 100 scriptures and all that other stuff that they do, baby, let me tell you something. If your adversary ain't trying to come for you, boo, you ain't busting nothing, because he know the scripture himself. He not worried about you sitting on nary a church pew. He ain't worried about you knowing John and the chapters of that. He not worried about that, because if it's not in your heart and you're not actually living, and you don't actually have like a relationship with the Most High Yah that's going to teach you how to activate that word to work for you, boo, you know you ain't hitting on nothing, boo. Period. I'm trying to tell y'all, ain't hitting on nothing. It be ladies, honey, I be seeing, honey, I know they read 100 scriptures a day. They telling, it's the pick me type of women, honey, because all they doing is preaching to the men that's having a hard time with getting women to submit. But the man is only gonna be, the type of woman he gonna get is only gonna be as good as he is. You understand what I'm saying? So those women are pick me's to those type of men. I only listen to women on the modesty journey where you can see the positivity of submission and the healthy dynamic of their lives, okay? But like I told you, if you see it's a bunch of people that love them, like them, honey, where's their adversary at? That means the enemy is not worried about them, and that clearly means that something is up, okay? Because when you are a child of the Most High God, and I'm gonna tell you, as a daughter from the tribe, the lion tribe, Yahuda, okay, that tribe alone, the world is not gonna like you, okay? Being from that tribe alone, the world is not gonna like you, because our brethren, our big brother, is a king that descended from royalty. So you got to keep that in mind, that if you don't have no opposition to your walk, baby, something is going on with you. You need to be seeking the Father, because the enemy is not going to feel okay about somebody that is influencing, because the tribe of Judah influences the world, okay? They influence the world. That's, highly level of creativity, our musical ability, okay? You see people from the tribe of Judah, they are highly gifted in music, praise, all of that good stuff. Creativity out the roof, okay? Anything we do, they trying to, let me see how I could copy that. So you got to use your influence on your modesty journey. And I'm saying all that to say, you got to use your influence on your modesty journey to provoke change and to influence other people who are going through the same things as you. I feel like I have to talk to y'all about this, because I know it's people that's going through the same thing, or they think thoughts in their mind and they might be like, is there anybody else going through this? Yes, we are. I will see y'all soon in the next video. Thank y'all so much for listening to my chat about being strong and the reasons on why you need to be strong, because Yah wants you to influence other people that's coming after you and that's watching you, but in a good way, okay? Not a negative way, but a good way. So you going through things, but you got people counting on you, okay? You got people watching you, that your deliverance will help somebody else's deliverance. You giving truth and your body being a living testimony, right? You presenting yourself in that way, that's helping somebody else. So don't look at it like these women that's on that legalistic type of time, because they're doing it for vain glory. You do it for yourself, to improve yourself, to heal yourself. All glory to the Most High Yah. And to help others, so they don't go down that path of destruction that comes with the vanity and glory type of stuff that you get from that. It leaves you empty. I'm telling y'all. But we'll get into that on another episode.